here from Just Tutors, and in today's video we are going to learn about comparing fractions. So the main subtopics which we are going to cover in this video are comparing fractions with equal numerators, and then we'll talk about comparing unlike fractions. So let's move forward, and here are a few warm-up questions for you. You can please pause the video and try the given questions, and once you are done, you can please resume the video to check your answers. Well, if I talk about the first question, we need to circle the larger fraction here. So look for the given two fractions. So here the denominator are same, so just look for the numerators to compare. So 7 is bigger number than 4, and that's why 7 over 13 is the larger fraction. And the same case is here, so 11/12 is the bigger fraction or the larger fraction. In the next question, we need to work out the least common multiple. And for that, what we'll do is we'll write a few multiples of 8 and a few multiples of 24, and we'll look for a multiple which is common there and the smallest one. So 24 is the smallest or the least common multiple for 8 and 24, and the same way 30 is the smallest or the least common multiple for 10 and 15. Well, pat your back if all of your answers are correct, and let's move forward and let's talk about comparing fractions with equal numerators. So the basic thing which we need to take care is that the numerators are equal and the denominators are different this time, right? So in this case, where numerators are just the same, we'll look at the denominator, and the fraction which is having bigger denominator will be the smaller. For example, look at this example, so 5/6 and 5/4. So numerators are same and the bigger denominator is 6, which means that 5 over 6 is the smaller fraction. Let's try a quick question here. So 12 over 13 and 12 over 15. So which fraction has got the bigger denominator? That's 12 over 15. So that's the smaller fraction, and the bigger one is 12 over 13. And now let's move forward and let's talk about comparing fractions with equal numerators with the help of diagram. So that's a half. So from the total bar, one part is shaded and one part is not shaded. Now it's a quarter, so one part is shaded out of 4 parts. And 1/8, so only one part is shaded out of 8 parts. And if you compare between these three fractions, we can easily say that the smallest one is the one which has got the largest denominator here. So that's 1/8. After that, the next smaller one is a quarter, and then we have a half, which is the biggest here. Now let's move forward towards the next slide and let's learn about comparing fractions which are unlike. So if you look at the numerators, they are different, and if you look at the denominators, they are different as well. So what we need to do here is we need to convert both of them into same denominators. So think of the least common multiple of 5 and 10, which is a 10, because if you write the times table of 5 and the times table of 10, you'll get to know that the least common multiple is a 10. So there goes your 10. So what we'll do is we'll convert the 4/5 into tenths. So 4/5 into tenths is done here. So 5 times 2 gives you a 10. So you'll times the numerator with the 2 as well, which is 8/10. And now we can easily compare between the fraction that 8/10 is bigger than 7/10, which is basically the 4/5. Now let's move forward. So here are a few practice time questions for you. You can please pause the video and try the given questions, and once you are done, you can please resume the video to check your answers. Well, congratulations if all of your answers are correct, and thank you for watching this video. For more, please visit justtutors.com.